Deadpool is officially in Avengers, I guess. A report came out now that Ryan Reynolds has signed on for Avengers. Now, of course, I was talking to Jordan about this a little bit ago. The next round of chairs is supposed to actually launch at the end of the month where they'll reveal the rest of the people. Now, Ryan Reynolds put a little thing out there on social media with the Anarchy sign around an Avengers thing. People went crazy about it. And then the next day in the trades, they're saying, well, he's in it, so get ready for that. So apparently Ryan Reynolds coming back. There's also drama like with, of course, Daredevil. I talked about that the other day, but Daredevil, like Charlie Cox said something about a final season, and then everyone thought, whoa, this must be the last season. But it's like, no, he just said it because he was talking about the last season. D'Onofrio came forward and said, you know what, guys? He might have said final. He meant like the last season we were working on. It's not the final season. If numbers are great, you're getting more Daredevil. You got Harley Quinn. Apparently, James Gunn said Harley Quinn. They were asking about Margot Robbie. Will she come back? And he said, we're going to see about that. I'll keep you posted very soon. Bring Margot Robbie back. She's the best Harley Quinn. Do not let her go through the cracks. No, she should always be there. And also a big thing that also came forward was Superman. Now, they had a whole thing about Superman that came out about James Gunn directing Corn Sweat, right? And it was very fascinating because it showed Corn Sweat not understanding where he was coming from for motivation in that big sequence with him and Lex, where they finally meet face to face. And then he's like, I don't get it. And they get face to face. It's a great 6 minutes, guys. Watch it. He walks up to him at Video Village. They had this one-on-one. James Gunn literally smacks him in the chest and directs him and says, this is what's happening. You're feeling you're hurting. Get it. And then they had it was a great moment for an actor director, and I loved it so much. It made me feel like James Gunn, regardless of how we joke about James Gunn, GR might, it really made me feel like he's a true director, because that's how a director should direct an actor, that they're being insecure, not sure what's going on, not feeling it. He made him feel that in that moment. He got back in and he nailed it that moment. I still will say that Crypto shouldn't have tagged Lex Luthor out of that, but it happened. But guys, a lot happening with Marvel, a lot of breaking news, a lot of stuff going down. We got to talk about. There's also like the Doomsday stuff. Jordan, did you see this Doomsday stuff that came out today too? It happened like after we were talking about all of this, where they were saying that that Robert Downey Jr. has been a massive diva on set. Has been calling for reshoots.
I was going to send that to you, but it was too late. You already had the breakdown.
Calling for reshoots and demanding them because he's not happy with them.
Supposedly they had a double. Anytime that Doom was in the mask and the suit, it wasn't Robert Downey. Robert Downey was on set, but for some reason he was behind the camera watching some double do his own work. I don't get it. And then Robert Downey, supposedly the story coming out was he was pissed off. It wasn't working with the double, so he says, we're reshooting the whole thing with me in it. If that's true, why didn't they do that in the first place if they're paying the man to still be there? I don't get it.
It's more expensive. It really is.
Yeah. But he's there, though. He's right there.
Yeah, he's still there. He's right there at the camera. He's just not on film.
I don't know why he would be on set and then also not be doing the character. Because I've been a body double before. And I was there because I could be paid scale instead of whatever they had to pay the guy. What like The Mentalist? You remember that show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got to wear a lot of nice suits though.
I love that. hey, Luke, round of applause for fucking that.
But I mean, if you ever see him from a distance, they could pay me less. So but why would Robert Downey Jr. be on set? And
yeah, supposedly this rumor that came out says he told him to cut right in the middle of filming his double. He said, cut, we're redoing everything with me. This ain't working. So it's like, well, if you're there and they're paying you
$100 million, $100 million, by the way, $50 million per movie.
Why are you using a body double just because he's in a mask? I don't get it.
Well, yeah, well, exactly. I mean, the thing is he's watching it and he's like, well, that's not what I would do as an actor. Yeah. That's going to make you crazy. It's going to make you like, oh, that's supposed to be my movements? No, I have to do it all myself. At the end of the day, I think Robert Downey Jr. is that type of actor.
Yeah, he should be doing it, though. I mean, I feel like he would embody it different than that person was. And Luke, you know how this goes. It's always awkward for that other person that's doing it, too. A lot of times there's these really specific shots. You're holding your hands a certain way, doing something crazy. Usually when they use a body double, guys, it's one of the most awkward things ever. And they don't want the actor to do it, so they send them home and they have the body double come in. I just did it on a commercial where like they had me like texting My hands are like this. You can't see my face. I'm walking and texting. I got a freaking a soda in my hand too. It's like the most awkward, weirdest thing ever. And like, I'm gonna make somebody else suffer through that. And that's what they do.
Exactly. Like
your self-esteem has to be low too if Robert Downey Jr. says this ain't fucking working and you're the guy in front of the camera. I mean,
yeah, but how long did they wait to decide that they were going to reshoot? Did they go a week, 2
No,
weeks?
right away.
Huh?
Oh, like on set because he's there.
He was there. He was mad. Yeah, and then so
is he on set on a daily basis, or is it just like
supposedly, according to the other actors, he's there like every day.
Yeah, but also because of that too, they're saying that Pepe that he said he wants to reshoot like a lot because he saw that one moment, but he wasn't there for the other moments, so he wants to reshoot all of that stuff.
Oh, that doesn't. So where the fuck was he at for the other moments? He's
like
here
you
now.
said, they probably paid a guy scale and they didn't have to pay Robert Downey Jr.
We can't hear you, GR. You're not muted, but maybe you unplugged your microphone. We can't hear you. But yeah, I mean that's the craziest thing though for me. But they do this all the time to save money. But usually it comes down to like at the act. Usually happens at the end of the day. The actor's been here for a long time. Send them home, so they get that courtesy, and then we'll have this person who's already there.
To have Robert Downey Jr. walk across the screen for 5 seconds cost about 1,000 times what it costs you or I to walk across the screen.
It's true.
Like, it just probably in about 1,000 times. I'm just saying, I think he is an artist. I respect him for wanting to do it himself, but I think to not do it himself in the first place can kind of, I don't know, like it. I think that's the reason he watched it. As an actor, I'm like, if I saw that and I'm like, that's supposed to be me, I have to take accountability for it. So I think.
But then again, this all could be rumor too, because all the Fantastic Four actors came out and said he was on set to do that post-credit scene with Baby Franklin, and you didn't even see his face. You didn't see Robert Downey Jr., but they said that was him, so he's willing to do that.
I don't believe that was. I do not believe that was him. That was not him.
They said it was him.
I don't believe it.
We should have seen his face somehow, but I don't think that's how it works. That's Dr. Doom or whatever. I'm new to comic books, but yeah.
Yeah, I want to say out to the chat too. Queen, I tried getting Sean was supposed to join us tonight too, but Sean was not available. Deadpool doesn't really fit to the Avengers. I mean, but Deadpool is he made $1 billion, Richard Tracy, so they're gonna keep him coming back.
We gotta find out what happens to him. He was in Thor was crying. Thor was holding him crying.
We need to
find out what happened.
We have to find out. Hopefully they still have time to fix it in post. Well, they will, Queen. They're still shooting both those movies back to back, and also he's in Fantastic Four. Oh yeah, but he's there for a second.
He's a Fantastic Four villain. Doom is the main Marvel villain. I mean, he's a badass in the comic books. I mean, he learns magic. He's probably stronger than. I mean, he can bitch Galactus over. I mean, Doom is something else in the comics. He's got this reputation and the general audience of just being a Fantastic Four villain because that's where he started. But Doom's come a long way as a character. I mean, he's a badass.
Yeah.
It's changed dramatically.
Oh, we can hear GR now.
Can you hear me?
GR. There he is.
I want to make a comment about why Robert did those things.
Yeah.
Two things. Ego and money.
You think so, GR?
I mean, he's a total egotist. I mean, and I got no problem with that. What actor isn't? But
that's
he
not
didn't
true.
do it my way.
All actors in that category and say they all have egos. No, don't say that. That's not cool.
Okay, whatever. I'm not going to argue with you.
I will say that. Actors are sensitive sometimes. I will say that, GR. Actors can be sensitive.
And they're supposed to be.
I'll go with that. Yeah.
Right?
And Pepe's entitled to his opinion, but I have never met an actor yet that didn't have an ego.
Then you haven't met me.
I mean, I'm sorry, but
I don't know. Brian's not.
We're all good.
There's no ego here, GR.
Technically,
no ego
if you grew up with me and Brian, you'd say I was the asshole.
Yeah, Jordan is an asshole. I love Jordan, but
you are Jordan, but we love you anyway. You know.
I get that.
But the bottom line is, you know, but every ego wants to be every actor wants to be the star. And if you don't do it his way, fuck you, get out of the scene, let me back in.
Well, I think every actor wants to be a star. Every actor wants to be the main impact. That's what it is, GR. The main impact on people. You want to be the person that actually changes people's lives. You want to be the person that actually shines through and makes that feeling. You want to be that person.
And what is that, Brian?
Well, I mean, it's not ego. I wouldn't call it ego. I would call it this, GR. I think it's like aspiring to cheat. Here's what I'll tell you, GR. Like
it's your fucking ego.
No, it's not my ego. Here's what it is, GR. It's like, you do it for a reason. The reason is because you know that without saying it out loud, let's say it. You're the court jester in a lot of ways. But you do it because you want to instill some kind of feeling in somebody. And you know they need to distract their life from something happening. Could be like a Bill's life, maybe your falling apart relationship. Yeah, all that. But you want to be the person that actually makes someone change their mind, how they feel in a moment in time so they can have joy again back in their life. That's what it means to be an actor.
Love of the game.
Brian, I'm not arguing that, Brian.
Yeah.
But if you break it all down.
Break it down. Come on.
That is your...
It could be an ego. It could be an ego. You're right.
That is your ego talking. Hell, I want, when we did Harrison.
Yeah.
And we did that scene where you killed me.
Oh, yep.
That I wanted with that one line, I wanted to upstage you.
Of course you did.
And it was
written that way for you to upstage me in that line. It was written that way.
And it was my ego talking. How dare you, you little shit! You're arguing with me?
You were in Harrison. I was at that premiere of Harrison.
Yeah. GR was the pedophile priest.
I know you were.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it was so much fun. I remember that night. That was so much fun.
I got to play a true stereotype. A pedophile Catholic priest that not only kills his victims, Jordan. He gets to eat them.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. I'm saying like that. I remember that character. It was great. It was great.
That was a snapshot.
Thank you very much.
That was that time. Okay, let's go to Luke fast. Luke's been a little bit quiet too about this. Luke, let's give you a chance to talk about this. How do you feel about this when it comes down to all of this? There's a lot of Marvel. Is it ego for Robert Downey Jr., but also there's more to this story than just RDJ. There's also, like, of course, Deadpool in this. There's that Superman conversation, which I think is actually very fun to talk about with actors. Like, I don't know if you saw that video, but the fact is, like, you saw Corn Sweat, like, having a moment where he's, like, losing himself, right? He's trying to figure out how to talk about how he's supposed to deliver this. And James Gunn literally slaps him across the chest and says, "You're feeling this." And it hit for a second. I love that as an actor because it made me feel like, oh man, that's that moment where you're like, you realize, you could see him realize, and he walked back in there and he nailed it. It's a great moment. You don't ever see that for actors. You just don't see it. You just don't see it.
Actors are weird. We're insane people.
Yes, we are.
Playing insane people. Like, that's all. And I don't know. It could be ego. I actually probably think when it comes down to something like this, that it's actually contractual. Whatever it says that they're supposed to do in the script. I don't just mean the script, but I mean the contract of when you get that big and when there's $100 million being paid to you, like, it's like, does Mr. Robert Downey Jr. how many feet does he have to walk from his car to, the set, that sort of thing. It becomes very, very serious about taking up people's time that is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And I think Robert Downey Jr. is doing what he's doing because of his ego, but because in the good part of the ego, where you just want whatever's happening to end up being beautiful. And he saw something that he didn't like, and I think he should get in there. But I think if somebody else could portray the things, maybe I don't know. I'd have to actually see. Did it feel natural? Did it not feel natural? He obviously felt something about it to the point to where he's willing to put in the time himself. And I mean, if you're making $100 million, I mean, let's go. Put in the time.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. That's what I feel like too.
See, the thing is too, as an actor,
if you're going to take that approach, then you should be there every day.
I think so. Like if I'm making $100 million, I don't know. I don't know. I would love. I think he's a hands-on actor, though. I really think he is, and that's why
he should be.
Because
he should be. But
you should be. You should be because.
Well, think about it this way too. So you're an actor, and if somebody else is in the costume playing Doom, doing this, and you don't like it, the general audience is not going to know that's not you. Your name is attached to Dr. Doom, so it's don't want this to fail or be bad. Right. So it is part of your ego because. Like if that was me on set and I seen something that guy wasn't doing something that I wouldn't have done, then I'd feel like I'm going to get the blame for that if this fails because although it wasn't me, my name's attached to this.
Then you should be there every day, and it wouldn't have anything to do with ego.
Right. And I mean,
according to all the actors, he's there every day. They just don't put him in the scene for some reason.
Yeah, they kept saying that the problem is he doesn't like wearing the suit, and as he did Iron Man more and more, he didn't want to be in it, and so they started using doubles because he didn't like it. He was uncomfortable. I mean, that happens all the time.
Well, by the end of his run, it was all CGI suit, and all he had on was a little chest plate.
What I understand from what Brian was saying, so I may have been confused by it. He said that he wasn't there all the time to see it. So
in the beginning, he wasn't there. That's what they're saying. He wasn't there, and so when he saw it, it drove him nuts a little bit.
Yeah, if you're gonna be that hands-on, then you should be there. That's all.
I think he's just one of those actors. I don't know.
Yeah, he's one of those actors. He really is.
Hey, Luke, as an actor, can I ask Luke a question?
Yeah.
Do you wonder as an actor if you're sitting there on set, but you're not on camera? Do you wonder if this guy doesn't do it the way you want it? Can I do it better?
Well, I mean,
and that might drive him to take over the scene.
Well, I mean, I understand why they use body doubles to a certain extent, but actually,
oh sure,
yes, that is everything. Because when you're doing a scene, you absolutely, especially if there's a chance that people are going to view this bit of art, this piece of art, as you. It's your work. It's your legacy. And I don't know. I'm being like theatrically, like stage trained. I need to be
a whole different world, but yeah, I understand.
Like I want to be in every moment of it, and I actually think that's why he's there doing it. In onset, I don't know what the rules are because I know they're weird when you're making that much money. They really are. I mean, I bet he's not
Amen, brother.
Sports except tennis or something because it's too much of a liability. I mean, who knows? But it's. I think when you're an actor,
theater,
you need to be in it. In theater, yeah. Go ahead,
John.
I was just going to say, theater is such a different world from the films in the sense. I remember back in the dark ages when I was in Columbia School of Broadcasting, not affiliated with CBS Incorporated.
No
and
jokes,
we got
Jordan.
to that part where you've got to where you have to throw your voice, which is a theater mainstay, right?
Oh yeah, use your freaking.
And the instructor looked at me and goes, "JR, with your voice, I don't think you need to throw it anywhere. Just go sit down and do the next chapter or whatever, you know." But I can see where, watching a theatrical performance is so different than watching a theater, a movie voice.
Yeah, it's a completely
different thing.
it's a completely different type of acting. I mean, the same fundamentals are necessary, but it's like I think Robert Downey Jr. From what I know about him, he is a stage actor like that's where I know he did things when he was young, but I think he's so involved in his characters. I'm not saying he's method or something, but I think he's so involved in his characters that he just needs to do that. And I get it.
The way he acts and his mannerisms are so unique to Robert Downey Jr. that you put a mask and a suit on somebody, maybe it looked like two totally different guys when you had two totally different people in them suits.
Right. It always does, though, Jordan. That's the thing. It always does. And when the actors don't do it, unless it's like a very tiny, like, point of view, like let's say it's like so centered anywhere, it's just like a piece of your hand in a phone or a piece of your hand in a prop, you're going to be able to tell the difference. You just will, because the persona, the presence. And here's the one thing I will tell you guys, without like going too deep into the world of what I'm trying to help, because I'm running for SAG after a Los Angeles president, is that there's people that get thrown into situations where it's like a piece of their hand, a piece of their presence, piece of their shoulder, and they get thrown in and they expect them to be the same as that actor, but there's no direction, there's no help, there's no actual conversation. What it comes down to, there's a multi-million-dollar movie, and they're paying you a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of what that person is being paid, and they expect you to perform the same way as that actor, and they throw you in there, and they say, just do it now, and there's no conversation like you'd have with that actual actor. And that's the problem. That happens all the fucking time. I'm going to tell you, it just happened to me on my commercial. It happens every fucking time. And here's the problem, because it affects that actor and it affects that person doing that job on the day. And unfortunately, the directors, the producers, everybody else involved, they don't take a minute to think about that. And they say, hey, we're going to take this person into consideration as much as we do with that actor. And then that actor will be happy with the performance. We'll be happy with the performance. And the person actually doing it on the day will be happy with that performance. But the problem is they look at people that do those jobs like they mean nothing. And so they just throw them in there. And then when an actor actually sees it, they get pissed. And that's what happened here. That's what I think that happened here.
I think you're right. I think that's well said. And it can have something to do with so many things. It could even be the style of directing. Not all directors want that guy there to do the hand thing. Like,
what's that?
The scene that it's just, the hands on a book or whatever, whatever it is. And it's just, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
It happens all the time. All the time. I was on a commercial working for a big actor this last week, and the directors wouldn't even talk to me for 1 second about the scene. And they're like, okay, rehearse it, go for it. I'm like, you guys haven't given me any direction at all. And it's like, so now I'm just going to kind of do things, and they're screaming at me. And it's like, I've experienced that so many times in my life where they expect you to be what that person can do without actually having a conversation. And then all of a sudden, somebody else sees it, like the actual actor, and they freak out because there's no direction. There's no direction.
Right. And I promise you they're doing it to save money.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's all to save money.
Oh, yeah.
One, two. They can hire you for less.
Let's face it, guys.
Yeah, GR?
This business is all about the money. That's what it comes down to.
But Pepestar's seen that shit before. I know Pepestar has, right?
It's always been about the money. But they never think about the quality of the work. And that's usually part of the problem. If I'm going to pay Luke $50 million to do a movie, then Luke's got to be there to do the movie.
Right.
I don't want no body double bullshit. I don't want none of that. Luke is doing the movie. That is why I'm paying him $50 million. Show up and show out.
I'll be your body double, Luke.
That sounds good to me.
Well, hey, Pedro Pascal got famous for not being on set 90% of the time on The Mandalorian, so it worked for him.
Well, I mean,
he didn't care.
That's Mr. Fantastic 3.
Pep is talking about is the idea that you say what, Gio?
Mr. Fantastic 3, he said.
Oh.
He said,
"Oh, I got you." Yeah, I mean that's exactly what Pep is talking about. Is that you need to be on set. I mean, the idea that anybody can be under the mask. They just need somebody who is this dimensions, this height, this weight. That's it. And there you go. You just have a model and a mask. That's what it is. And
You have to talk to them, though, Luke. You have to talk to them as a human being and direct them the same way, though. That's the thing.
And I think great actors, I see what you mean. Like, you have to direct them the same way. And I think great actors actually want to be there on the other side and be delivering the lines even. And some actors are cool with that. Some actors don't like to do that. And they, as in, like, while their scene partner in whatever the scene that they're filming is that some people don't want to be there because anybody can read that line. I've heard all kinds of stories about all kinds of actors. Some people are just there for that, and some people aren't. I don't know. I like that
well
about
said.
Junior, though.
I would never, if I was getting paid $100 million for 2 movies, I would be there for every moment I could be. You know what I mean?
You say that now as a working actor, but if you were RDJ, would you?
No, I wouldn't because that's me. That's
I
me.
think it's the dedication to the craft, though. It's about the craft. It ain't about just the money.
It is.
You could do 100 fucking movies and they can all be bullshit. It's quality, not quantity.
Amen.
Yeah. And it's Pepe, it's you, Pepe. It's you that's on camera right now. If someone else is performing as you and they're, I would never want to give that away. I'd be like, I want to be there and do all of this. That's me personally.
That's the bottom line. If you're going to commit to it, commit to it.
Jordan, is Deadpool in Avengers?
Amen.
We already know Deadpool's in Avengers. It actually came out today, and they said, yeah, he's in Avengers.
Yep, that's what I thought. Everybody knew that. No one cared about that shit.
They had to continue on with. Now
so
the question
worried.
is Hugh Jackman in Avengers?
Yes, he is. Come on, he's fucking in that shit.
He's still denying.
Yeah, of course he is. Ever since he got divorced, he's all in again. He's fucking
Till
in.
He's 90.
Till he's 90.
Doing that shit.
Hugh Jackman. He's going nowhere.
Hey, no age jokes.
They're not age jokes. This is what he's gonna do.
Okay, here's my question: if Deadpool's in it, is Peter Pool in it?
Yes.
We need Peter.
Yes.
Every Deadpool, Peter's a goddamn legend in every Deadpool's universe.
Be in it for 2.5 seconds.
I'm a Leadpool universe. Let's do it.
I really don't know if Peter will be in it. He probably won't be there, but I wish he was. I wish he was, but he probably won't.
We need Dogpool too. Bring Dogpool back.
Well, we can have Dogpool. Pepestar wants that, right, Pepestar?
Yes, I am looking for a job.
There's that cutie.
Pepestar's cuter than Dogpool.
Word up. Word up. Mike, he ain't getting no girls.
No, he's getting no girls. The Pepestar's getting all the girls.
Hell
Pepestar.
no.
Y'all see the little scarf today? Anybody peep out the scarf today? Come on, Green Bay Packers style. Look at the colors, son.
Yeah, you're fucking rocking it, Pepestar.
Richard Tracy says they're using Deadpool to save the movie.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.
KRUSE CONTROL Show.